So you can think of Modo like a giant pump for money. At its core, that's what it does. Now we try to abstract that for you, the developer, so you don't have to worry about it. But it can still be a good idea for you to have sort of a big picture. It might help explain some strange policies that you run into with us, or help you when you're talking to support personnel. So a pump basically has an input or multiple inputs and an output or multiple outputs. Let's start with the outputs in Modo's case. Modo can do two major outputs at this point in time, either a store gift card or a Visa prepaid card. Now these are both digital cards, so they're linked to the barcode or the number that we provide your app to show to the user. And because they're instruments that merchants understand, there's no modification necessary to the merchant's point of sale. We can ride the existing payment rails. The output is the easy part. The difficult thing is to manage all the inputs, because there are many of them and they all behave very differently. There's credit cards, debit cards, ACH, which is the user's checking account. There's gifts, offers, and loyalty points, which aren't even an actual money, but we still use them as such. All of these inputs can behave differently, can have different behaviors. Some of them might be lines of credit. Some of them might actually move funds when you first touch them. And like I said, loyalty points aren't even money at all. So Modo uses 4 different events to organize and coordinate the movement of money. The first event is the give event. And that happens when your user gives a gift using Modo to another Modo user or somebody who's not a Modo user. The second event in which money might move is the visit event. That happens when your user is at the store, arrives at the store, and we know that they are getting ready to make a purchase. The third event in which we might move money from input to output is the checkout event. And that, of course, is when the user actually presents their phone, their mobile device, the credentials on it, to the merchant and makes the purchase for their goods. And finally, the fourth event is the settlement event. This generally applies strictly to credit cards. It happens a day or two after the actual checkout, and we might move money at this point in case the user provided a tip or otherwise modified the purchase price from when they actually checked out. So as you can see, it's fairly complex. There are a lot of variables, and we want to abstract as much of that away from you as possible. But now you have a general picture of how it all works.